we are going to discuss about string. In C programming, C is a sequence or collection of characters, that is collection of individual characters. There is no specific data type called string in C programming. If you want to define a string variable, we may define string variable as a character array. Suppose if I want to define a string variable or a character array. How to define? First one specifies the data type of the array. Data type of the array is character. Since it is sequence of characters, it is going to hold sequence of character. So the data type is C character. And then following this character, we specify name of the array. For example, if I say S, S1 is the name of the character array. So following name of the character array, we have a square bracket. Within the square bracket, we need to specify total number of characters your character array is going to hold. For example, if I specify 30, at the maximum, I can able to assign 30 characters to this character array. By this way, we can able to declare a character array. If we have declared a character array, during declaration itself, we can able to define, that is, we can able to initialize value for this character array. How to initialize value? So during declaration itself, we can able to initialize value. For example, if I have character array S1, we can initialize value assigned to this character array are enclosed within double quotation. For example, if I assign a value day. Okay. So why the string values are enclosed within double quotation? In order to have a difference between the character array. Character array is nothing but a name or a identifier. To have difference between the string variable and the value string constant value assigned for the variable, we are enclosing the string value or the string constant within double quotation. If we define a character array, what your compiler will do in memory, it will reserve that many numbers of addresses for this character array, that is S1. In memory, we have number of locations. So among the location, it will reserve 30 locations for this character array, that is S1. Okay. So during declaration of the character array, and the background, what your compiler will do is, it will reserve that many numbers of memory location, 30 memory location. For one character, it is enough to store in one memory location. So totally it will allocate or reserve 30 memory location for this character array, that is S1. Okay. So this is one way of initializing value for this character array. Okay. The second way is, without specifying the total number of characters which your character array can have, we can be able to assign values. Or else, if we have character array S3, so how the values are assigned to an array? The values are enclosed within curly braces. Within curly brace, since it is a sequence or collection of characters, we have to assign individual character for the individual element. For example, D is an individual character. Okay, A is an individual. The characters are separated by comma. Like this way, we can able to assign value for this character array S3. These are all the three different ways of assigning string constant, a string value to the string variable S1, S2 and S3. When we define a character array, what your compiler will do is, it will reserve these many numbers of memory location in memory for this character array S1. Okay. So consecutive 30 memory locations are reserved under this name S1. The name of the array specifies the starting memory location allocated for this character array, that is S1. Okay, so if we assign value to this character array where the values are getting stored, D is stored here, A, Y. At the end of this value, compiler will automatically assign a null character, meaning that termination or end of this value. If we want to if we want to access the individual elements of this character array with the index position, we can able to access the individual element. First element is in index position 0, second element in index position 1, third element in index position 2, and then the terminating null character is in the index position 3. Even though it has reserved 30 memory location, it has used only 4 memory location to assign this value D. Okay. So if we want to access the individual element with the name of the array S1, that is 0. In the 0th index position, we have the character that is D. Okay. And then in array S1, in the first index position, we have the second individual element value, that is A. Okay. In S1, in the second index position, we have the third character, that is Y. Okay. So in third index position, we have the terminating character, that is null. Null character is /0. By this way, we can able to access the individual element of this character array S1. This part specifies how to define an character array as string variable. This part specifies how to initialize value for this string variable. What are the different methods to initialize? Okay, this diagram specifies how the compiler reserves the memory addresses, how the values are stored in the memory address, what is the terminating character. If we want to access the individual element, how to access the individual element. Next part is assignment. If we want to assign values to the string variable, we can do that during the initialization. That is, during the definition itself, we can able to initialize or assign value to string variable. Using the assignment operator equal to, it is not possible. For example, if S1 takes the value day, using this assignment operator, we can't able to assign value like this. Okay, this is not permitted in C programming. Else, we can able to assign values for the individual element instead. For example, S1 of 0 is day, and then S1 of 1 is A. Okay, like this, S1 of 2 is Y. The individual assignment of values for the individual element is possible, but assigning the value as a whole using this assignment operator is not permitted in C programming. If you want to get value for the string variable from the user, how to get the value for string variable from the user? That is, using scanf, the inbuilt function, we can able to get values. The argument for the scanf function is, first argument is the control string. What is this control string specific for the string variable? That is %s. %s is the control string specific for the string variable. And then second argument is the name of the string variable. Okay. If we are getting value for integer variable or character variable or float variable, what we will specify is the memory address of the variable. Here, if you want to specify memory address of the string variable, it should be like this. For example, string variable is S1. Okay. The point to be noted here is, we should not specify this ampersand symbol here. Why it is so? S1 is the name of the character array. Name of the character array, the string variable, specifies the starting memory address allocated for the string variable or the character array. Since this name of the array itself specifies the memory address, no need to put this ampersand symbol. Using this scanf statement, we can able to get value for this string variable, that is S1. If I want to print the value of the string variable, I can use printf statement. This is first method of getting value using the scanf statement. We have second method using this scanf statement. in this scanf, while specifying the control string, we can specify control within square bracket not of the slash n. Slash n is a new line character, okay, comma s1. What is the difference between these two control strings is, if you are getting value using this percentage as control string, if we assign value like this, C programming. Okay, so if we assign value like this in the first scanner statement, it will read the value until it encounters or finds a blank space or else a new line character. That is, if we print enter, until that it will get the value for the string variable. Okay, so after C we have a blank space. Okay, it will get only the value C for this string variable. After C we have programming, it will not take this value. Once it finds a blank space, it will stop getting value for this variable. In case if we use this, okay, this control string specifies how long or when I will stop taking value, when I will need to stop scanning the value for the string variable, that is not of slash n, not of this control string, that is slash n. It specifies until it finds a new line character, or else you press enter, it will get a line of text for this s1. If we give the same value C programming, okay, when we press enter here, until we press enter here, it will get the value for this s1. That is the difference between getting value for this s1 using this control string and this control string. This control string will get the value until it finds a blank space character. This control string will get a line of text. The third method of getting value for the string variable or the character array is using the function getS. Okay. Within this function, we specify the string variable as a argument. It is going to get value for this string array or the string variable. Using getS, we can get the value. Nowadays, C standard does not include this getS. In that case, we can make use of this fgetS. The argument for this fgetS function is the string variable for which we are going to get values. Next one specifies the maximum number of characters we can give for this string variable. Using the size of function, we can get the maximum characters we can assign for this string variable. And then the third argument is from where we are going to get values. Normally we are going to get values from the user through the keyboard. We need to specify from keyboard we are going to get. How to specify? That is, keyboard is my standard input. Okay, standard in specifies from the keyboard we are going to get values. Using these three methods, we can be able to get value for the string variable. Next we will see how to print the values of the string variable. To print the value of string variable or the character array, we may make use of this printf statement. Control string is %s. We can specify the value of the string variable which we want to print. Using this printf statement, we can able to print the value of s1. And then if we are using getS to get value for this s1, we can use putS function to print the value of s1. Using putS function, this is u, putS function, we can able to print the value. Okay, this is both this getS and putS is not included nowadays in C standard. We can make use of this fgetS to get the value. Likewise, we can make use of fputS to print the value. The argument of this fputS function is the value of string variable which we want to print, and then where we want to print we need to specify. Normally we will print the values onto monitor. We specify monitor using this standard out. standard output device is my monitor, which we are specifying. On to monitor, we will be printing values of this S1. So these are all three different methods of getting value for string variable. The difference between first and second method is first one will get a single word. Second method of scanf will get a line of text until you press a new line or a enter character. This getters will get a line of text like this control string. Getters function will get a line of text. And then the getters function is not in C standard now. We can make use of this fgetters. In fgetters, we need to specify the string variable and then size of this string variable, that is total number of characters from where we are getting, that is from standard input keyboard, we are going to get values. Like this scanf statement which we are using to get values, we can make use of printf statement to print the values. Using this printf statement, we can able to print values of this S1, or else using puts function, we can able to print values. Puts function is not there in C standard nowadays, so we can make use of this fputs. In fputs, first argument is the value of the string variable which we want to print. Second argument is on which we are going to print the monitor. Normally in monitor we are going to print. Monitor is specified as standard output. Using these different functions, we can able to get value for string variable and we can able to print value for the string variable.